Okay, so the next team up is the Poland Spring Retention Team.
Poland Spring Water is hiring. Business is booming. You could be a part of it. Outstanding pay.
Yeah, absolutely. We get paid very well.
Seasonals, they start off at about $14 an hour, but once you become full-time, it jumps right up to right in the $20 an hour range.
Poland Spring Water is full of opportunity.
Advancement. I started as a forklift driver, advanced into production as an operator, then I acquired this mechanic position.
Poland Spring Water is hiring at their Hollis and Poland locations. Apply now by texting WATER to 77,000. Text WATER to 77,000.
Poland Spring Water.
This place is very, very amazing.
Good benefits, great pay, good hours. There's a lot of people here who have 20 years, and they'll have 20 more before they're done.
Now these are actual employees that you just heard. They sound happy with their careers, but it hasn't always been this way.
Now, we had some major staffing issues at Poland Spring, so we needed to create a program, and that program is Recruit, Train, and Develop. Before we get into that, let us introduce our team. First off, we have Keith Kufar. He is our audio and video and special effects. You're going to enjoy this wizard.
Our coach and director, Jeff Vino.
Also, coach, cheerleader, and we call her mom, Laura Keller.
Mr. Eye Candy himself, Kirk Butler, instrumental in our veteran recruiting.
I myself, my name is Stephen Frey. I've been with Poland Spring since 1997. I was on the production floor, working all aspects of both blow mold and production. During that time, I had the great pleasure of working with numerous individuals. I'm a member of the Center Line Project for Line 10. I was also a certified trainer, and right now, I am also a member of the Events Committee, where we participate in many community projects. I'm also a member of the TPM Initiative, the AM Pillar, and the ENT Pillar. And one of the biggest ones that we have going right now is our employee-based recruit retention program, where our motto is, join us or die.
Good morning, I'm Josh Pruitt. I've been a proud Nestle team member for 2 years. Prior to Nestle, I worked road construction for 10 years. Well, with opportunities few and far between in this line of work, I knew I needed to find a career that highlighted my potential, and I was eager to do so. Just starting a family, I knew my next move would have to be my best move. And I can honestly say that Nestle hasn't just offered me a career, they have also offered me growth potential. During my 2-year tenure, I have reshaped our onboard forklift training, been a pivotal member of our employee recruitment, as well as being a significant participant in Poland Spring opening the NCE gate. Here's a picture of myself and some of our most tenured employees. As you can see, we're proud to support Red Nose Day, keeping the awareness alive for children in need. Here's a quick quote I like to apply to my training. The quality of a leader is reflected in the standards they set for themselves.
Now that you heard about our team, the Doctors of Recruitology, let us talk about our program. Turnover. Turnover is a disease and affects all aspects of your facility. Here are some of the symptoms of this disease.
Safety deficiencies. Are you confident in the training you offer to your employees that's going to keep them safe in the workplace?
Do you really enjoy those consumer complaints because you're not qualified to run quality?
We noticed our AI was going down, and this is actually where the hair loss began in our management. Is your AI being affected due to the lack of training?
Do you really have a qualified training crew? If not, this is what you're going to get.
This picture explains itself well. Is your factory aware of the impact unorganized staffing actually has?
All these symptoms can create a problem better known as employee burnout.
The recruiting wheel of doom. This is the cycle we found ourselves stuck in. Not sending the right people to recruit was definitely affecting our hiring process.
We had unqualified trainers creating frustrated trainees.
This forces these employees to walk out the door, putting us right back to square one.
We had problems. Everything was going down, 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 down. The only thing skyrocketing was our turnover.
As it shows here, how much turnover was affecting our factory in 2015.
We, the doctors, needed to find a cure. And we did. And we hope this cure can help you too.
With just 4 simple steps, you can cure your high turnover. Step 1, recruiting. Have frontline employees go to your recruitment events. Step 2, training. Have certified trainer programs available for everyone.
Step 3, utilize NCE tools to get breakthrough results. Step 4, create opportunities through possible internships. Not only will your employees' careers increase, but their attitudes as well.
So let's talk about employee-led recruiting. Employee-led recruiting is in your benefit. From my own experience, I'm able to go to these events, and that's where the relationship starts. I'm able to give candidates a real feel of what a day-to-day is like in my position. This gives them the opportunity to decide if this is the right fit for them. Setting them up for success is what we want here.
But not only do you need to go to these events, you got to find out where they are. What we did is we reached out to our career centers, our community colleges, and our military groups. What we did is when we sent our employees there, they didn't just talk about our facility, but it talked about all the benefits of working for Nestle.
Here's Patty Gray from one of our local career centers.
I think that one of the greatest benefits for having Poland Spring here is they're a great community partner. They want to help the community, they want to have great employees, and they want to hire locally. And by coming to our job fairs once a month, they can advertise the jobs, they can talk about the jobs, and really make the folks here understand what a great place it is for them to work. One of the other benefits that we help them do is we do assessments. When new employees want to work at Poland Spring, they come here and do an assessment for forklift and maintenance jobs. They're therefore getting the best candidates. We refer those test scores out, and they call the best qualified candidates after they've done those assessments.
Thank you, Patty. Very helpful at the career center. Training. So before you start the training, you must develop your trainers. How do you do that? You create a certified trainer program. I actually attended the very first Train the Trainer program. This gave me the blueprint of where I wanted to go with the needs of the factory. Falling into the direct style of training, it also gave me the skills I needed to be able to adapt to all the different types of learning styles, which is very important to be an effective trainer.
Second part of training is you need to know where to train. How we developed this was through a skills matrix. You identify where your training needs are, and then you address those gaps.
We do all of this by using the talent of today to find the talent of tomorrow. Here's Cole Garner and his experience in our training programs.
My name is Cole Garner. I started January 2nd, 2017. From day one, walking in the door, you're greeted with open arms. The resource comes find you. He pointed me to my trainer, introduced me to my trainer. My trainer was probably one of the nicest trainers I've ever had, working for multiple companies. The training here is above standards across the country, in my opinion. They hand you with him. You work side by side with this guy 3 days a week, 12 hours a day. He's with there watching you, making sure you're doing your job right, safe. He goes through and maybe observe SBOs with him and enter into the computer and showed me that process, and then he let me do them on my own. And now that the training process is done, I feel comfortable running a machine, any machine in the company by myself, and if the event that I need questions answered, I feel like I could approach anybody in the factory all the way up to management level and have questions answered and help for me.
As you can see, with our program, things are looking pretty good, but it wasn't that way always. For you guys, we have some special archive footage from 2015. It shows how our employees felt and how our managers reacted.
A few seconds. This place was Armageddon. There was a firefight!
So we knew we needed to get organized. That way, we're able to identify our recruiting, our training, and our staffing needs.
How we did this was with a weekly staffing review. What we do is bring in not just the resources, but also the managers. We take a look at all the gaps that we had currently and in the future, and then we make plans to address those, either through recruiting, cross-training. To talk about this more in depth, here is my friend, my mentor, our plant manager, and I know a lot of you guys called him in the last couple of days, Christopher J. McKenna.
So Steve got us organized, and getting us organized through a staffing review. Steve took an area where we traditionally would not implement NCE and implemented NCE using the tools of goal alignment. through operational reviews and measures and standard creation. Steve took an area that was complete chaos and brought it to a point where we were in control. A couple of highlights for me is to be able to identify a depth of skill by shift on our key positions, which drove us to cross-train with a purpose and not just cross-train to cross-train. And with that, it actually tell us the cost of putting an X in the box for the qualification matrix, so we can forecast that when it comes to cross-training and managing our career dollars. So fantastic job, Steve. Congratulations. Thanks again.
Thank you very much, Mr. McKenna. So, you've seen how we recruit and how we train, but to retain these employees, you must provide opportunity for growth.
How we did this is we provided internships for our employees, utilizing both safety, quality, maintenance, and leadership. Just an example of leadership, we've taken people off the floor, trained them as backup shift leads, and those individuals actually in emergencies will be the shift resource.
What I'm most excited about is a future program, Northeast Technical Institute. This is a program we're bringing in to offer employees the opportunity to earn their CDL internally at the factory. Here's Derek Hawks and his experience in our internships.
My name is Derek Hawks. I started with the company back in April of 2014, so going on 3 years now. What I was able to do, I started as a line operator and moved around and moved up, going from a multi to a filler to a utility. I was able to get an internship role and learn a lot of the inner workings of the office and work side by side with leadership every day to get their perspective on things and what their duties and skills are. Once that was complete, I was able to actually take a step further and learn the backup shift lead role, learn all the duties and responsibilities of what a shift lead does day to day. From that, I was also able to go back to the floor and be part of the TPM process that we just went through the gate for, and I was a part of the LDB pillar. Going forward, I think that it's a great company to work with. They've allowed me to advance. A lot of opportunities have come up, and as long as you're able to take advantage of those opportunities, depending on what career path, I believe that Poland Spring will definitely offer that for you. And they certainly look internally prior to externally.
Yes, right now that looks great, and I can tell that probably you need a little bit more. Well, here is a little bit more, our actuals. These are from our NWNA surveys. Taking a look here, 16 out of 16 categories were improved, including 3 most improved, including personal growth and development.
For more proof this program will work for you, take a look at our engagement, up 12 points in 2014, as well as our enablement, up 13 points. Maintaining a trend like this is the path to success.
Our big hitter for us, which we're working for, was retention. We're up in all the categories, including 1 point above average over high-performing companies.
Let's cut to the chase. Look at the money we have saved. Even through our peak season, when we had the most seasonal employees, our AI wasn't suffering like it had in the past. By using this program, we've saved this much. What are you waiting for?
Now, if you still don't believe us, guess what? Extra hidden benefits we didn't even know about that came about. 78% reduction in safety injuries, also 79% reduction in mandatory overtime.
Now let's look at this. From 2015 to 2016, we had an employee reduction of employee turnover. By using this program and having standards in place is what helped us achieve best in class.
Now, I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your faces. You want to know, where can we get this? Well, I'll tell you where we can get this. All you need to do is go to the nest, follow the link to ARMS, and if you order in the next 30 minutes, you're eligible for a second best practice totally free.
Just pay extra for postage and handling.
We also have some testimonials up here and outside about how this program can work for you.
And we'll open it up for questions. Thank you.
One, two, three, we're done.